there are no consensus answers to this question among the 5 major branches of Qigong in China. Each branch has their own definitions. For the non-Chinese, normally, we give Qigong the following definitions. We will say Qigong consists of 2 words, Qi and Gong. Gong means practice. In the Chinese culture, we consider Qi is the source or the matter that make up the universe. Qi is formless and colorless. It permeates and exists in everything. It's very close to what today's science describes as dark energy or dark matters. It is everywhere. When that Qi becomes to condense or concentrate, and then will become a substance, and then become something solid, and then we will have something we call an object. So in a sense, the Qi exists in 2 ways. One is formless, one have a form, have a shape. So when the Qi condenses, we would have stars, we have planets, we have earth, we have trees, we have human. So human is the concentration of that formless Qi. Although we may think we are a solid body, in realities, we are most an empty space. So inside that empty space, this formless Qi still circulating. And this formless Qi, or we call the formless substance, and will power the function of our life. For the non-Chinese, we call this life energy. So in Qigong, together 2 words, Qi and Gong, means practice this life energy or practice Qi. That is called Qigong. Now, among the Chinese, the definition of Qigong is very complicated. And some of them consider it is cultivating Qi. It is like the definition I just give for the non-Chinese. We say cultivate this, practice this life energy. It is true, but it's not the whole truth. A lot of Qigong methods, like the one in the Buddhist Qigong we call Chan Chen school, or the Taoist Qigong we call Qing Jing Wu Wei branch of the Taoist Qigong. They absolutely do not cultivate Qi, do not work on Qi. And then another one like the Taoist Qigong, the Dan Dao, when they up to a certain level, high level, and they no longer work on Qi. So practice Qi is for the beginners or some type of Qigong. It's not all Qigong. Some of the Qigong method we consider breathing is as they describe Qigong as a breathing exercise. Although majority of Qigong methods regulate breathing, but Qigong is not a breathing exercise. And most of the time, the practitioner using breathing to help them to concentrate. The newer generation of Qigong, especially the medical Qigong, we do not focus on breathing at all. All we say is, as long as you breathe, you are okay. So Qigong, the definition of Qigong as a breathing exercise will not work. The Qigong, the definition of Qigong as to cultivate Qi will not work. So how to describe Qigong? I like the one Dr. Peng Ming, the founder of Jinan Qigong definition. It is one of the more acceptable definition of Qigong among all the Qigong practitioners in China. He says, Qigong is a training. You have to do something that require the participant to very consciously, using the mind intent to focus inward, to transform, to improve, and to enhance the life functions. So what it means is Qigong is a training. So you have to have a routine. That routine is really, doesn't matter it's a physical or mental. You have to have a routine. So that's why Qigong we call moving or non-moving Qigong. So a training. So you have to have a routine. You have to follow the routine to do it. Next thing is consciously using the mind intent to focus inward. So what it means is when you practice Qigong, you cannot focus outward, or you cannot have a monkey mind thinking about all over the world instead of focusing yourself. Qigong is inward thinking. It's inward thinking. So focus on your body. And this is the purpose, that is to improve, transform, or enhance our body, our life, our health. Normally, in our mind, we're going to talk about the inward thinking. Normally, in our mind, it's only conscious about the things outside our body. It is our focusing. We seldom focus inward. But in the Qigong practice, we have to bring our consciousness back into our body and to know where it moves. And also in our normal mind activities, always expanding outward from one point to another and from one thing to many things. But in Qigong practice, actually, we reverse that pattern. We condense all many points back to one, and from many things back to one, to ourselves. So focus on ourselves. For example, Qigong is something everybody does. Now, I'll give a dance as an example. When you begin to learn a routine, it doesn't matter what kind of dance you learn, like say tango. When you begin to learn to dance certain routine in the tango movement, so you have to know where your foot goes, how your body moves, how your hand moves. So you have to focus on your body, how big the step. So you step to the left, to the right, the front, or the back. So you will not step on your partner's toe, or how your hand moves. So move left or right, or that way, you will not whack your partner. So when you're doing the practice, you will keep working on how I can make myself look more professional or more elegant, and whatever you're thinking, you want to do. So during the routine relearning, we call the training, you focus on every part of your body. You're working on the body mechanic. That is inward thinking. It's inward. You do not focus outward. You do not focus on your partner. You do not focus on the dancing floor. You focus on yourself, how your body moves, what part of your body moving. In a sense, in Chinese way, we look at it, in what sense? This is Qigong. So when you go to the dance floor, we're going to follow the music. You no longer focus on your body mechanic. You just enjoying the music, enjoying the environment. Look at outside, look at your partner, and you're so, enjoying it. Your body mechanic will have the muscle memory automatically do the movement for you. And that we call the exercise. So Qigong is, in a sense, we call it the practice or the training. All culture have that. And except we call it differently. In China, we call it Qigong. Now, depends on what is the purpose of your practice. Everything have a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, you will not do it. So for the purpose, depends on the purpose, Qigong can be characterized into 5 schools, divided into 5 schools. The biggest one is Daola Qigong. Daola Qigong working on longevities. They want to live forever. The writing Dao is the head keep on moving. So Daola Qigong focus on the body a lot to make sure we, in order to live forever, so we have to have a healthy body. That's why Daola Qigong focus on. Buddhist Qigong is focused on enlightenment. How you do get enlightenment. So they focus a lot of time is focused on the mind. And they do not focus, generally speaking, they do not focus on the body as much as the Daola Qigong. They more focus on the mind. Now, in China, they have one kind of Buddhist Qigong called Mi Zhong. Mi Zhong is a branch of Buddhist Qigong. In the Western world, we call it Tibetan Qigong. It is very popular in the Western world. It's Tibetan Qigong. It's a part of the Buddhist Qigong. And after that, we have the Confucius Qigong. Confucius Qigong is focused on the center, the virtue. Confucius Qigong focus on the mind. He says, okay, no matter what happened, we had to maintain our center. We cannot say, in the heat of argument, I do something stupid. And the Confucius Qigong said, okay, in heat of argument, maintain your center. Do not hit your partner. And that's what, Confucius Qigong focus on the center, the virtue. Next one is the martial art Qigong. Martial art Qigong is for self-defense or offense. One of the most popular martial art Qigong all over the world is called Tai Chi. Tai Chi is short for Tai Chi Chuan, and it's a form of martial art Qigong. Now, the last one, and right now it's the most important one, they call medical Qigong. As the name implies, medical Qigong is to maintain health. And today, majority people, it begin to focus on wellness. And so they practice the medical Qigong.